he's had some sort of breakdown?
No, not Tom.
I should get in touch with the police. Check the hospitals.
No, give him until lunchtime.
Why?
Because that's what Tom would do. He'd say you were overreacting.
What if he's gone looking for Kane Dingle?
No, Jimmy, that's ridiculous.
OK. And what about Charity?
What about her?
Well, maybe she's got something to do with it.
What, kidnapped him?
Or worse. She must know plenty of lowlife.
Oh, she's not that stupid. What would she have to gain?
Revenge?
No, Jimmy. That's a crazy idea.
How long are you going to stay here for, then?
Don't know.
Well, what are you going to do for money? Because who's going to give you a job round here?
Do you know, you're really trying to boost my confidence, aren't you, eh?
Well, it's true, though, isn't it?
OK, well, if I have to, I'll sell my car. Should keep me going for a bit.
Yeah, and then what?
I don't know, Debbie. I'll think of something. Poverty is not on the agenda, right?
What are you doing?
We're going to leave you in peace, brother dear.
Oh, no, you're not.
Our train leaves in an hour.
And what about Dad? We still don't know where he is.
Well, come back, you said so yourself.
And have you thought what sort of state he's going to be in?
Well, it'll be ugly.
Smash a few cups, go back to work, that kind of thing.
Has been known.
And it hasn't occurred to you that he might want a bit of support from his family? He's been made to look a fool. That'll hurt. So don't you think you could wait and make sure he's OK?
Mum and Dad are expecting us.
You owe him.
I suppose we could catch a later train.
No, Max.
I've dodged teacups before.
Recorded delivery, please, Emily. I want to make sure it gets there.
If you'd just like to place it on the scales, please, Mrs. Birch.
Right.
You do realise that could destroy a man's life?
I don't think so. It's not heavy enough.
Now's not the time to discover a sense of humour, Emily.
That'll be £1.35, please, Mrs. Birch.
Worth every penny.
Thank you. And I'll just write the address on here.
Thank you.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
And it will definitely get there tomorrow, won't it?
Oh, yes.
I don't know how you can sleep at night.
I find having a clear conscience helps. Good day to you.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. Isn't that what you lot say?
Was there anything else?
Oh, yeah, can I have one of those thingamies on the wall behind you?
I'm sorry, what? That belongs to Her Majesty.
What does she care about Eric Pollard?
And theft of Royal Mail is punishable by fine or imprisonment.
Oh, wait, man, stuff goes missing all the time.
Well, not in here, it doesn't.
That would cause a bit of a stir if you wore it in church.
I'm sorry.
Mind you, I suppose you must get a bit fed up of wearing a black dress all the time.
It isn't for me, and it's a cassock.
Well, what you do behind closed doors is your affair.
I'm looking for something to take to Steph.
Oh, well, she won't be able to afford that type of outfit for a long time. Not that fancy designer clothes are going to impress anybody in prison anyway.
She's not in prison, she's on remand. And she's having a very difficult time.
Isn't that the point?
What have you done with him?
You what?
Me dad. He's gone missing.
So?
Don't act so surprised.
What am I supposed to have done with him? Topped him and disposed of the body? Yeah, OK, fair cop, Gov. It was me. I did it in the library with a candlestick, you pillock.
It's not funny.
Get your hands off me now.
It's exactly what happened last time, isn't it? You have an affair with Kane, you get found out, and somebody winds up dead.
When you grow up, Jimmy, you want to try moving away from comics, start reading books. Get your flaming hands off me!
Jimmy! What on earth's going on?
Nothing I can't handle, Ashley.
You all right?
Oh, yeah, totally hunky-dory, having a great time, yeah.
I was going to have a coffee. We can talk.
What is there to say, though? Charity Dingle murdering Prozzy strikes yet again. Nothing much to add, is there, Ashley?
She's laughing at us.
Not surprised you made a right prat of yourself.
Yeah, well, maybe it's time I let the cops have a go at her.
And they'll laugh at you and all.
I should have phoned them yesterday.
Oh, for God's sake, Jimmy, will you stop blundering around like an idiot? You're not the only one that cares. We all want to know what's going on, and you're not making things any better. Do you understand?
King and Sons. Dad, where are you? You all right? Yeah, OK, I'll tell him. Dad, I'm so glad you...
So there is life after death.
He wants to see us at his place this afternoon, all of us.
How did he sound?
Didn't say much. Straight to the point.
No change there, then.
Don't say I told you so.
No, I'm relieved. We won't have to dig up the M62 after all.
I've got a problem. What? I've got a christening next week. The same day I was going to visit Steph. Realistically, I can't do both.
Well, that's okay. I'll do the christening.
The couple asked for me. I married them.
Well, you'll have to visit Steph the following week.
You'll have to go.
What? I hardly know her.
If we don't go, she'll only see a solicitor, and she needs some clean clothes.
Right, so I deliver laundry as well, do I?
It's important. It gives her some dignity.
Hey, Dad's phoned. He wants to see us up at the house.
Did you say what about?
Jimmy took the call. He wants us to meet him. That was it.
But he's okay.
You know as much as I do.
It shouldn't take long, should it? I think there's a train at 3.
You'll be able to say your goodbyes in person.
You know, I wasn't going to hang around.
Shall I come with you?
I don't think so.
Of course. Family business.
That's right.
Wait for me in the pub.
Dad, thank goodness. It's great to see you. You had us really worried.
No need.
Where have you been?
Come in, sit down.
You all right?
I rang round all your mates. None of them have had a clue. Where
Shut
you...
up, Jimmy. I appreciate you coming, love. But I'd like to see the lads on their own, if that's all right.
Yes, of course. I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks. I'm going to tell you a story. It's true. It happened when I was 25. You'd just been born. I heard about this load of scrap coming into old docks from Germany. Ex-army, tank parts mostly. It had been sold to a bloke called Holdsworth from Leeds. Nasty bit of work. Hard man, villain. I was skint. I was going under. I needed it. It was parked up on the quayside at Hull. I got there at midnight, I took it and I drove it to London.
You stole it?
I sold it for well below the odds. But it was enough to pay off my debts, put a deposit on a new wagon, and I've never looked back since.
Well, what about this Holdsworth bloke?
He had his suspicions, but he couldn't prove anything. I got a good kicking all the same. It didn't matter. I got what I wanted. You've never had to fight for anything, any of you. I'd say you were going soft, but you've always been soft. Look at you. Smart suits, expensive cars, overseas travel. Oh, it's okay. The money's rolling in. The business can take care of itself. Well, I've got news for you. It can't. The firm has stopped growing. It's stagnant. It's time for a change.
I wanted to leave this morning, but oh no. Max had to do what he was told.
I know what it's like. I used to go out with Carl.
It's the same for him.
Oh, yeah. Tom doesn't go a bundle on free spirits.
Have you been up at the house?
G&T, double.
What's going on?
I came for a quiet drink, okay?
Bearing all that in mind, starting right now, I want to see this firm move forward. Ticking over is not an option. First, you take a good look at yourself, seeing how you can improve, and then do something about it. I want to see some fire in your bellies. I was hungry, that's what drove me. And if you want to know what it's like to be hungry, that can easily be arranged. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Fine by me. Do you mind if I say something?
Go on.
I flogged my guts out for this business. I didn't go to college or swanning off round the world. I've been grafting since the day I left school. I've got nought to be ashamed of.
Have you listened to a word I've said?
Of course I have.
And that's the best you can come up with, self-pity.
I don't think that's fair.
Tough. I'm not interested in excuses, I want results. Got it? Matthew, Carl, get back to work. You two stay here. I want to see you alone. Max first. You stay here. Sit down. So, what did you think of all that? Be honest.
Well, it's a little bit different for me. I mean, I've not been around. I'm not involved in the business.
So none of it applies to you, eh?
Not in the same way, no.
All that's about to change.
Sorry?
I'm giving you a choice, which is more than I'm giving the others. You either get involved in the business or you start working as a vet, which is what you've been trained to do. One or the other, okay?
I'm going to Cornwall this afternoon with Amy and then on to Thailand.
You do that, and you're on your own for good.
Dad,
No. I said I'd pay for 6 months, so you could travel after your studies, see a bit of the world. Well, you've done that. Your time's up. It's time you earned a living.
What if she wants to talk about the case? Then you listen to her. Is that a problem? Everything points to her being guilty. And we only offer comfort to people who've lived blameless lives.
I didn't say that.
In any case, I don't agree with you. There's no evidence to say that Steph killed Shelley. It's all circumstantial.
And persuasive. What about the way she treated Turner?
It was reprehensible. But you know what it feels like to be accused of something you haven't done. Do you really think she's capable of murder?
Do you?
If I'm honest, I don't know. I don't think so, but I can't be certain. How could I be?
If only she'd confess, show some remorse.
Then you'd think of another excuse. That's it. I've heard enough. You're going to see Steph, because I tell you to, and that is final.
Have you signed Edna's petition?
No, not my style.
I can hear what you're saying.
Mother's got a soft spot for him.
He's being victimised. I'm sticking up for him.
Well, he shafted me once, sold me a set of Chippendale chairs. Only one of them was genuine.
Won't fool you.
Oh, see what you mean. Obviously a touchy subject.
Her heart's ruling her head. Same as usual.
It would have to go out with him.
I am not going out with him, all right?
What you do with your life is your own business. Anyway, he's not all bad. He's got some good points.
Name one.
Well, he knows an antique when he sees one.
Jimmy, get yourself in here. Sit down. Feeling hard done by, aren't you? Why didn't you show me these when you first found out about them?
I thought we were here to talk about business.
We are.
I didn't think they proved anything. And I didn't want to upset you. You were getting married.
Have you got any respect for me?
What sort of a question's that?
You seem to think I'm not capable of making a decision. If you'd have shown them to me, I could have made my own mind up.
I was trying to...
To protect me?
Yeah.
I don't need people to protect me. I need people to tell me the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be.
I did what I thought was best.
Oh, you thought we'd have a nice wedding, a few glasses of bubbly, and live happily ever after?
I'm not stupid.
I beg to differ.
What?
I was behaving like a foolish old man. I had convinced myself that I could make a fresh start with a young girl less than half my age. I was hard to convince, I know, but these would have done it.
All right. I did the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Is that what you want to hear?
Bad decision. Weak. Gutless. You're never going to run this company, Jimmy. You haven't got what it takes.
What?
I'll not see it wrecked. It's my life's work.
And mine too. I wouldn't wreck it. You know I wouldn't.
That's all.
You're upset. You're not thinking straight. Come on, Dad.
So, did he say where he'd been?
Nope.
So what did he say?
Well, he told us his life story.
What?
He's not happy. Something's got to him.
The wedding. We know that.
It wasn't just the wedding.
No, he told us things have got to change.
What does that mean?
You'll find out soon enough.
Are you okay? Max, what did he say?
I'll get you a pint.
No, I'm fine.
Hello? Tom? Yes, of course. I'll come straight up. Why? He wants to see me now.
Have fun.
I'll call a taxi. We can still catch the 3 o'clock.
I'm not going.
What?
You heard.
I don't understand. What's happened?
It's my dad.
Oh, I'd never have guessed.
We had this deal, right? I finished my studies, I'd go travelling for 6 months.
So what? You've changed your mind. It's your life.
Matt was right. You know, my dad's in a bad way.
He's got your brothers. They all live here.
Yes, and I've been away for ages. I think it's about time I did my bit. He needs me.
Okay, if that's what you want. I don't mind waiting.
Let's see how things turn out.
I'm glad you could come.
I was relieved to get your call. We were all getting worried.
So I gather. Sit down. Have you seen Jimmy?
Not since this morning.
He's not called you?
No.
So you don't know what's been happening?
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, let's deal with these.
What about them?
If Jimmy had his way, I'd never have seen him.
Well, he had his reasons.
Well, thanks to you, I did see him. And for that, I'll be eternally grateful. You stopped me from making a complete fool of myself.
Well, I only did what I thought was right.
Well, as I've said before, you're one of the best things that's ever happened to this family.
Well, the main thing is that you're okay. I mean, when you went missing, I was afraid that the photos may
No,
have...
they brought me to my senses. I've decided to shake things up a bit. I'm not happy with the way this firm's been going. I want some improvements made, I want them made quick, and I want you to be part of it.
Me?
I want you to be business development manager. And that's not just a flash title. You'll have power, you'll make decisions. You'll play an important part in the future of the company.
What about Jimmy and Matthew?
I'm asking you.
Well, if it's what you want, I'd be delighted.
Good. Then you can start tomorrow. Leave the lads to me.
I don't know what to say.
You've said yes. That'll do for now. To the future.
The future.
I saw Edna at the post office, sending off a flaming petition.
Sealed with a loving kiss.
I told her what I thought of her. I even tried to pinch it, but Emily stopped us.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought.
They probably get petitions all the time. Chances are they'll take no notice of it.
And even if they do, I dare say I'll survive. I usually do.
Of course you will. Now sup up. Next one's on me.
How am I supposed to develop a refuse business? Find more rubbish? That's one option. Collect the same amount, only quicker? That's another. Life was a lot simpler when I was driving a wagon. You're going to suggest that to Dad, are you? I don't know why you're so laid back. It affects you and all. Maybe he's right. We can do better. Creep. Look at you. You've had 2 ideas in the last 5 minutes. That's more than you normally get in a year. Get lost, you numpty. Hey.
I won't make any decision about Thailand till I've heard from you.
Listen, don't wait for me, eh? No point wasting your ticket.
Okay. But we can keep in touch. Meet up over there.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Cue violins.
I'll get over it.
Well, I better get back to home farm, otherwise Jimmy will think I've gone missing.
Before you go, which one of these do you think is the best? I think that one, don't you?
I don't understand.
I bought this specially.
What are you doing?
A reminder that once I lost my way, it won't happen again.
May I join you? You feeling a bit calmer now?
No.
I didn't really catch what happened between you and Jimmy.
Oh, not much, you know. Just accused me of murdering his dad.
What?
Come to think of it, not such a bad idea, is it? You think I'm joking, don't you?
I should hope so.
Yeah, you're right. I'll leave Tom alone. I'll kill Sadie instead.
I can understand you feeling angry.
She framed me, Ashley, right? She paid Kane to come on to me. And I don't care whether you believe me or not.
Even if you feel Sadie has wronged you, isn't forgiveness more honourable than revenge?
Maybe it is, yeah. But revenge is a lot more satisfying, isn't it?
Pour this, will you, darling?
What for?
Well, I've got something to celebrate.
What?
I've been to see Dad, and he's made me business development manager.
He's done what?
I'll pour it myself.
He never said out about that.
Well, he said he was going to make some changes, didn't he?
Yeah, but not that. If anybody should have got that job, it should have been me.
Well, you've only got yourself to blame if you'd agreed to have shown him those photographs.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing about those flaming photographs.
Okay, won't mention them again. So, what did he say to you?
Business stuff.
So he's a bit cross with you. He'll come round. He knows what you're worth. What matters is charity's out of the picture for good. And that's great for both of us.
I suppose.
Now, have a glass of champagne. I've got a new job. Charity's gone. It's been a great week.